Hey there, how's it going? This video is part of the gengen series, which is a MagicGen game, meaning that all of the spells in the game are randomly generated. In this video, I'm going to be looking through the death spells. Let's start in Conjuration. 0, we can call a Black Servant in combat. Might be useful. I think they have, do they have a life train, or is it Steel Strength or something? And they're ethereal, right? Maybe? Well, it might be useful. Level 1, we improve it. Cast time 100 instead of 200, I guess, yep. And we also have a ritual to call Dispossessed Spirits. Scales by 4. 2 death gems get you some Dispossessed Spirits. Level 2, we can call Cursed Dispossessed Spirits. Same thing, but they... creatures wounded by the summoned creatures become permanently cursed and are more likely to suffer afflictions. Cool. Level 2, we can also summon a Mound King for 2 gems. I'm going to assume that's a normal Mound King. And in combat, we can then summon 3 Black Servants for 2 gems. I don't think that's worth it when you can just... like, you can just call them in combat anyway. Because it has a 350 cast time, so this would actually be slower than just calling them one at a time. And it costs 3 gems, I don't know. And it's also harder to cast. I'm not convinced by that version. Level 3, summon Unfrozen Lords. I don't know what an Unfrozen Lord is. Are they the hidden in snow skeletons? Sounds likely. 2 of them for 250 cast time. Dark Knowledge. Requires D2 and 2 gems. Level 3, I think that's it. I think, is the base game 3 gems in level 1? Is my brain tricking me? Not sure. And level 3, for a D4 mage in combat with a gem, can summon 2 moon mages. Not bad. Level 4, we have a ritual to summon Likos. These are stealthy. This is a ritual, and it is a commander. So these things are stealthy, and they cause unrest and misfortune. So in my Uber series, once it was over, someone showed me a screenshot of they'd stuck a bunch of Likos in my cap and I didn't realise, so there we go. Level 5, a D4 mage with 15 gems can do Soul Trap. The caster traps the soul of a hero from the realm of the dead and pulls him into the realm of the living. Souls trapped with this spell could have belonged to either a warrior or a mage. Chance to summon a ghostly earth mage, fire mage, or a warrior. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure what exactly those commanders will be. But yeah. We have a national hero who has death 3, I believe, so we could try casting that one day. It's not out of the question. Level 6, 55 death gems. Deathly commanders. Ah, it's a random global. So in each friendly land province, 4% chance per point of dominion that you get a commander. Out of Reforming Mannequin, Small Lampad, Putrid Shade, Huge Ghoul, I like Huge Ghoul, Putrid Mannequin, Reforming Shade, Reanimating Ghoul, or a Shade. Nice stuff. Send Oxhead, 17 gems, a D3 mage can send 5 +1 Oxheads. Oxheads are pretty strong. It will attack anything in the province and then disappear. Level 7, we summon a Harvester of Sorrows for 20 gems. I can't remember what these do exactly. Are they population killers? Was the land around them to wither and die? I can't remember. Population killer, bringer of disease, something. 20 gems though to get one. Well of Misery is in the game. 80 death gems, looks pretty normal I think. D6, 80 gems. Nothing at 8. At 9 then we have improved Soul Trap. So this is the same thing. Earth, Fire, or Warrior. Where's the other one? So the difference is just that a D2 mage can cast this one. Deathly Transformations. In each friendly land province, there is a 5% chance per point of friendly dominion that a single sight-searching commander transforms into either a Deathly Cur, Invisible Lampad, Shade, Dark Flame Behemoth, I wonder what that is. Organized Ghost, Large Cur, yeah. That's a really cool one, the idea that, like, if you set your commanders searching, there's a chance they can be transformed. A pretty cool one. And Tartarian Gate is also in the book. Requires D7, 10 gems. Alt next. Few spells. So 0, we have Strength and Bones. This is +5 natural protection to undead for the caster. Stygian Skins, which is 15 invul in AoE 1. Nice. And Desiccated Skin, which is Bark Skin for the caster. We have Death Transmutation, turn Death Gems into gold, and Improved Strength and Bones. 5 natural protection for undead for the caster with a 50% cast time. Improved Desiccated Warriors, Bark Skin AoE 4. Advanced Resist Cold. We have an AoE 9 +5 cold resist. Not a bad one, doesn't need a gem or anything. Advanced Desiccated Warriors, AoE 7 Bark Skin. Very nice. And Advanced Protection from Cold, 50% cast time, 10 cold resist for the caster. And Stygian Flesh, Induln 15, AoE 6, also a pretty nice one. That's some really nice buffs in there early on, that's pretty cool. Weakness at 4, AoE 1. Dominant, -3 strength. And it requires a D1 mage, could just spam the hell out of weakness. Advanced Protection from Poison, AoE 2, Lingering 4, 15 poison resistance. And Drain Life. That's early, right? Relative to vanilla. Well, there's quite a few Drain Lives, I guess. Well, there's a big one at the end, too. Yeah, 14 points of armor negating magical life drain damage. 200% cast time, though. Level 5, Advanced Poison Warding. 20 poison resistance for the caster. A Lingering 4, 25 invuln on the caster's square. Pretty nice. And Improved Cold Warding. 15 cold resist for the caster. 6 we get Liquefy. AoE 3, 999 damage, completely untyped. Magic resistance negates. What's the range on that? 20 +5 per level. That's pretty cool. Reinforced Bone Horde. 3 death gems lets you give natural protection to undead for the entire battlefield. Very nice one if you're undead. And then another Drain Life. Check this one out. This is D4 Nature 1, requires 2 gems. Okay, that's pretty cool. So the caster drains the life force of everyone on the battlefield. So it hits everyone for 1 point of armor getting life drain damage. And then also causes a web. That's a pretty interesting one. This does hit friendlies as well, so you'd have to have a bunch of inanimates, I guess. Doesn't Drain Life, doesn't this also give you fatigue back? This would be a fun one to do at the end of a script, just get all your fatigue back from sucking the battlefield. Improved Weakness, 62% cast time, AoE 10 weakness. Reinforced Bone Horde, +5 undead protection for the battlefield. Requires D3 and a gem. Break Bones, breaks bones, does some untyped damage, then a limp, then a cripple. Pretty cool. Is that an AoE? Oh wow, this is cast time 62, AoE 19. That's a really cool version of Break Bones. And Soul Vortex is in the book, 200% cast time, AoE 3. So this actually affects, yeah, you can cast this on units, wow. That's really interesting. And that's at 7, requires a D4 mage though. Soul Vortex is an AoE 3 buff. Level 8 we have Improved Break Bones, this requires 3 gems. Cast time 100, AoE 31. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's no magic resist check on the limp. But there is on the... Oh wait, no. There's no magic resist check on the damage, but then the limp has M1 negates easily and the cripple. No. Level 9 then, let's see what's the big spells. Metabolism of Undeath. The entire army are made highly resistant to poisons. So 2 death gems get you 15 poison resistance for the army. Yep. Advanced Weakness, 175 cast time, AoE 21 weakness. It says if the effect is not resisted, but it doesn't mention a MR check, so... And let's see what the ultimate expression of Drain Life is. This requires Death 5, and it requires you to get all the way to Alteration 9. Wow. So this is a 100% cast time, AoE 7, 25 precision, life drain. That is pretty cool. Imagine a mage in your army just constantly throwing out AoE 7 life drains. Very cool. So there's Alteration. Evo. Auto 1. Okay, at 0 you can do Decaying Fluid. A Poisonous Bolt, AoE 1. Armor getting magical poison damage. 20% cast time. Level 1 you have Chilling Bolt. Armor piercing magical cold damage, 13 plus 2 per level. AoE 1 bolt. Nothing at 2, at 3 you get Shadow Bolt. AoE 1, range is 30 plus 5 per level. Damage is 16 points of armor negating magical damage. And those killed will rise as soulless beings. Nothing at 4. 5 we have Fog of Death. AoE 6 plus 1. No range scaling though. A Lingering 4 cloud of armor negating magic damage. 5 plus 1. Pretty nice. And Deathly Frost as well. So armor piercing cold damage. Pretty big AoE. 12 plus 1 per level. Doesn't need a gem or anything. That's just a big AoE. It's only on piercing cold damage though. Level 6 we have Mist of Death. So this is another big lingering AoE magic damage. It also does Curse of Stones. That's pretty nice. Also doesn't require a gem. Yeah, it's a big AoE you can spam. Only 30 fatigue as well. Bane Fireballs. Last time 100 AoE 2. 32 plus 2 points of armor piercing magic damage. With a decay. Pretty nice. And this looks big. So a D5 mage with a gem can do Advanced Chilling Bolts. So this is 16 AoE. It's actually only 1 bolt, but it's a big AoE on it. Armor piercing cold damage. Pretty nice. I think it's 7. 8 gets you Deathly Frost. Whereas D5 and 2 gems. The spell strikes 25% of the battlefield. With 7 plus 1 points of armor piercing cold damage. Interesting. And the big one, the ultimate expression of Death Evocation, is Improved Bane Fireballs. Requires D4, F1 and a gem, and you can do an AoE 11 Banefire. Plus 2 scaling. Long range as well. Nice. There's Evocation. Anything in construction? Yes, in fact. So 3 you can do create corpse constructs in battle, or create poisonous corpse constructs outside of battle. Improve creates corpse constructs, gets you 6 in battle. Doesn't need a gem. And then the big one is construct poison golems for 15 death gems. Requires D4 E1. Enchantments. So this is usually where a lot of death stuff is. Let's check it out. Raise Soulless in combat is your starting spell. You've got some reanimation at level 1. Raise Long Dead and Call Dispossessed Spirit in combat. Ritual to raise some Soulless. 7 plus 3. And some more protection from poison for the caster. We have improved reanimation, so this is 9 plus 3 reanimation. What was this one? 7 plus 3. You get 3 more. And then we've got some more. Raise 2 Long Dead in combat, raise 3 Soulless in combat, and give the caster 10% cold resist. Advances raise Soulless, 3 with a 50% cast time Soulless in combat, 2 with a 50% cast time raise Long Dead in combat. Life After Death, 50% cast time AoE 1 Life After Death buff. Pretty funny. Wait, did that? No. Improved Resist Poison, 50% cast time, AoE 9, poison resistance, and Warriors of Terror. Ooh. This is a buff to give your units fear. AoE 2, plus 5 fear. That's a pretty cool one. Only D3, quite early. If you're a Death Nation, you can probably lay that on all your troops pretty easily. Twiceborn. I'm going to assume that this has been fixed since the Uber series. Otherwise it's going to be just Twiceborn. Raise Piercing Long Dead Archer, so in combat summon a Piercing Long Dead Archer. The weapons used by the summoned creature is unusually sharp and partially bypasses armor. Nice. Only one of them though. Improved Life After Death. 50% cast time AoE 7 Life After Death. That's a nice improvement. Only D2 as well. Wow, you can really just drop Life After Deaths on your dudes quite early. And Frostfend for a gem. The entire battlefield gets cold resistance. Nice. Level 6, Improved Warriors of Terror. AoE 9 gives fear to units, 100% cast time. And Rigor Mortis is in the book as well. That's a battle enchantment, so that'll be normal. Pretty nice. Level 7 we have Warriors from the Grave. The entire battle here gets Chill Aura. That's pretty cool as well. It does require D2 or W1. Advanced Reanimation. Wow, that is advanced. So for 10 Death Gems you can have 58 plus 3 Reanimate. Advanced Cold Warding, 250 cast time, AoE 9, 1 gem, 15 cold resist. Ritual to raise, 56 plus 3 long dead archers. And we got a big one here. This is D6. Is this going to be a random global? 50 gems. Experience of the Dead. The Necromancer calls upon the spirits of the departed to teach commanders in friendly dominion the ways of war. Each month, spirits congregate in provinces and share their combat experience. Okay. So it makes 4 independent checks per friendly province, each with a chance of success given by 10% per point of dominion. Each success grants 10 experience to a random commander there. That's pretty funny. So a global enchantment that just gives all of your commanders experience gradually. Hey, I mean, I'd cast that if I could, why not? Level 8 then. Advanced Warriors of Terror. AoE 9, 25% cast time fear. You can easily give all your troops fear if you've got... I wonder what the water on that is for. Random, I guess. Masterful Cold Warding, AoE 3, 15 Cold Res, Masterful Raise Long Dead, 25 Long Dead, requires 2 Death Gems. That's in combat. That's a lot of Long Dead in combat. Oh, it does require D5 though. Improved Raise Solus, 75 plus 3 for 12 gems. And Masterful Raise Solus, 57 Solus in combat. Does not require a gem, but does still require you to be D5. And level 9 then, D1 S1 that gets you a Paralyzing Ziz in combat. 2 of them, in fact, for a gem. Aura of Reanimation, a ritual that requires 20 gems. The caster permanently gains the ability to passively reanimate corpses in his current province as Solus. Each turn the caster passively reanimates up to 40 corpses in his province. That's a really interesting one, so you just permanently give yourself Reanimator. Really cool. Arisen Army, in combat, 3 gems. This just looks like it's life after death. Yep. So 3 gems, life after death. Call Released Sages. This gives you 7. Is this in combat? So in combat you can get 7 Released Sages for 3 gems. Pretty easy to cast as well, only D3 E1, that's pretty good. And then Utter Dark is in the book as well. 100 gems, D9, level 9 enchantment. Probably not going to see that one. Amaturgy next. Dust to Dust is in the book. 30 range, AoE 1, 200 cast time. I'm going to getting damage on undead. We have Decay. Decay for 1 person, 25 plus range. Improved Dust to Dust. So what's the improvement here? Cast time, I guess. Drop to 100%. And Frighten. So AoE 1 Frighten that also does slime. Nice. Level 2 we have Panic. These are all really easy to cast as well, just D1 mages throughout all this. AoE 5 Panic is pretty nice. Precision 100. Decay with a 45 plus 10 range. Improved Panic, 50% cast time, AoE 5, 30 plus 5 range, 100 precision Panic. Yeah, really easy access to fear spells in this. Suffocate, a D2 mage can do Suffocate. This is a range of 100, 50% cast time to 1 AoE. It does 11 plus 3 failing points of armor-gating magic damage with a magic resistance check, and those kills will rise as soulless beings. Cool. That's quite early as well. That's a really nice one to get early on death, huh? If you've got D2 mages. And Burden of Age. In combat, a death gem, AoE 12 decay. Level 5 we have Improved Dark Knowledge. Only D1, 2 gems. Pretty nice. And Improved Burden of Age. Yeah, AoE 12 decay, requires a gem. Nothing at 6. 7 we've got Plague. Plague's a pretty good spell. And Wave of Dread, what is this one? Oh, this is a fear effect. Strikes 25% of the battlefield, wow. That's a big fear. There is a lot of fear in here, huh? I'm playing a nation that has troops with terrible morale, so I don't really like seeing all this fear. Mass Deathly Fever. D4 S1 does Disease with additional confusion. Strikes 100% of the battlefield. Nice. We have Improved Plague. What's the difference between these, I wonder? Looks like the range is definitely improved. And Black Death. Ugh, I don't like this being in the spellbook. It just guts your population. There are some domes in the spellbooks though, so I guess we should remember to dome our cap when we can. 15 gems requires D5. Mass Asphyxiation. So this is the entire battlefield gets hit by armor getting magic damage. Yeah, that's pretty brutal as well. And Stygian Paths. So I guess this is just Stygian Paths like normal. Requires 13 gems. And the big ones are Pestilent Plague. This requires 2 gems in combat. Plague with additional freezing. And the big one, this looks like a global as well. 116 death gems and a D7 mage. What is this going to get us? Each turn, each province has 5 checks for a patrolling commander, each with an 80% chance of occurring. Affected commanders become mute. That sounds terrible. But it only affects patrolling commanders. Who would that be good? That doesn't really seem that useful, huh? Unless you're doing a lot of patrolling with mages. But, I mean, I think mute does take away some of your leadership as well, so maybe it's not totally... Because the only nations that do a lot of patrolling are blood hunters, but you wouldn't have mages doing the blood patrolling, right? I don't know, that's an interesting one. Maybe there's some use to it I'm not seeing, but... Maybe the fact that it hits patrolling is maybe just a random part and it just happened to pick a not very useful condition this time. Like maybe this could be affecting, you know, researching mages or something with an 80% chance of occurring. That would be brutal. But I don't know, kind of late and kind of expensive, but I don't know, maybe that's really useful in a way I'm not thinking. But that's Thaumaturgy. Anything in blood and nothing in blood. So that is the death spells. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Seems pretty cool. Lots and lots of undead and lots of fear and stuff. But that's the end of this video, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.